There was a time when a single device meant power. Not money, not status, power. If you saw someone holding a BlackBerry, you didn't ask questions. You already knew they were important. CEOs used it. Governments depended on it. Entire companies ran on it. At its peak, BlackBerry controlled almost half of the smartphone world. And then it vanished. Not slowly, not gracefully, but completely. So what happened? How does one of the most dominant tech companies in history disappear in just a few years? This is the rise and fall of BlackBerry. Before the revolution, before smartphones existed, before apps, before people lived inside their screens, there was only one thing businesses cared about: email. But email had a problem. You could only access it at your office computer. That meant being offline, meant being out of control. And in business, control is everything. In 1984, two Canadian engineers saw this problem: Mike Lazaridis and Douglas Freegan. They didn't start a phone company, they started solving a communication problem no one else cared about. Their company was called Research in Motion, and for years, no one noticed them. But they were building something that would change everything: the first BlackBerry. In 1999, everything changed. RIM launched a small device called BlackBerry. It didn't have games, it didn't have videos, it didn't even try to entertain you. It did one thing perfectly: instant email anywhere in the world. For the first time, executives could reply instantly without waiting for the office, and that changed behavior completely. People didn't just use BlackBerry, they depended on it, so much that they gave it a nickname, Crackberry, because once you had it, you couldn't stop checking it. BlackBerry didn't fight this, they embraced it, and business exploded. Global domination. By the mid-2000s, BlackBerry wasn't competing anymore. It was leading. If you were important, you had one. Banks used it, airlines used it, governments used it, even the White House relied on it for secure communication. BlackBerry became more than a phone. It became a symbol, a signal that you mattered. Revenue skyrocketed. The company expanded globally. And inside BlackBerry, a dangerous belief started growing: we already won. But history is brutal to companies that believe that, because while BlackBerry was celebrating, the world was changing. The shock. In 2007, Apple introduced the iPhone. No keyboard, no physical buttons, just a screen. BlackBerry executives didn't panic. They laughed. They believed no business user would ever give up a real keyboard. It seemed obvious to them, but they misunderstood something critical. The iPhone wasn't trying to improve the phone, it was trying to replace it. Then came Android, and suddenly smartphones stopped being communication tools and became platforms. Apps became everything. Not email, not keyboards, apps. BlackBerry tried to